The music of Monster Hunter is as integral to the experience as the monsters and the world. It adds personality, emotion, and depth to our adventures, and its themes and moments become locked inside of our hearts thanks to the melodies. While often directors and producers get a lot of the spotlight, I wanted to take a video to introduce you the main composers that help bring the universe of Monster Hunter to life. While there's a large cast of team members involved in the sound and music production, the series has what I would call 6 major composers. In this video, I'm going to introduce them to you, let you know which games they did, and which monster themes they composed as well. Naturally, we have to start with Generation 1, Masato Koda. While he doesn't compose music for the series anymore, Koda was the original lead composer from the first game and stayed active until Monster Hunter Portable 2nd G, which is Monster Hunter Freedom Unite in the West. He set the foundation of the sound for the series. Many of his songs are rearranged in other Monster Hunter games, so you'll see his name in the credits even though he's maybe not involved. His most iconic song, of course, is the series' main theme song, Proof of a Hero. In a 2019 interview during the Iceborne concert in Japan, he was a guest and he mentioned how the sound of Monster Hunter came to be. He said when he first joined the project it was ethnic and more folk music, but after seeing the game and just the grand scale of things, he decided to go bigger and stronger with the melodies and instruments, almost drawing inspiration from Hollywood films and how the music carries a sense of scale. For monster themes, he also did Kongalala, Shogun Senator, Blagonga, Grabios, Yangaruga, Monoblos, Lao Shanlong, Shen Gaoren, Kushara Daoda, Teostra, Chameleos, Kirin, Yamatsukami, Rajang, Tigrex, a Cantor, and of course, Fatalis. Quick note that helping out for the original Monster Hunter, he had Tetsuya Shibata, who composed the theme song of Kokoto Village. Next up is Yuko Komiyama. She joined Capcom in 2002 and started getting involved really early on. She composed the feline kitchen theme for Monster Hunter Portable, and she also worked primarily on Monster Hunter DOS, so the village theme of Jumbo, the Snowy Mountains theme, and more. but she really got to shine in the third generation where she was the lead composer for Monster Hunter Tri. She did the theme song for that game as well as the theme song for Iceborne. What is funny is that she didn't even want to get involved with the Monster Hunter franchise at the start. Apparently, she was hearing the music like Proof of a Hero. It just felt like a daunting task and she felt overwhelmed and she didn't want anything to do with it. But she was pulled into work on Monster Hunter Portable and Monster Hunter DOS, and lucky for us because she ended up becoming an epic composer in the series and making some of our favorite tunes. For monster themes, she did Lagia Cruz, Cadus, Devil Joe, Nergigante, Xenojiva, and Velkhana. Joining Capcom around the same time was Akihiko Narita, who joined Komiyama in working on the second generation games. He composed the Poke Village theme song, which I use in most of my videos, and even the theme song for Celiana. He's not only a music composer, but also a music director as well, and he led the team of 3 composers for doing the soundtrack for Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter World Iceborne. For monster themes, he did Nargacuga, Great Jagras, Valhazak, Basilgeuse, and Namiel. Helping out in Monster Hunter DOS was Shinya Okada, who composed several songs. He's best known for creating the theme song for Dandorma. He moved away from composing and is now a sound director, lending his talents to games like Dragon's Dogma. And speaking about Dragon's Dogma, next up is Tadayoshi Makino. Makino joined Capcom in 2007, and not only has he made a lot of music for Monster Hunter, but he was the lead composer for Dragon's Dogma as well. He composed about half the songs alongside Komiyama for Monster Hunter Tri, and he composed the village theme songs for Yukumo, Moga, and Astera. He was also the one who composed the main theme song for Monster Hunter World. Monster-wise, he's done Great Jaggy, Baroth, Gobble, Barioth, Agnactor, both Jen and Darren Moran, which I can't play due to music copyright, and Zinogre, Conlos, Zora Magnaros, Call of Tarath, and Alatreon. He's also responsible for most of the remixes in Monster Hunter World and Iceborne for the old songs by Koda. And now moving on to 4th generation with composer Marika Suzuki. She started doing music for the Monster Hunter franchise with Monster Hunter Tri-G, and she did the theme songs for Brachydios and Dire Morales. She then went on to be lead composer on Monster Hunter 4 as well as Monster Hunter Stories, composing the main themes for both of these games. Village-wise, she did the theme songs for Valhabar, Chico Sands, and one of my favorite, Cathar. For monsters, she did Brachydios, Dire Morales, Kechawacha, Gormagala, Shagaru Magala, Celtus Queen, Najarala, Dalamadur, Crimson Fatalis, and Gagmazios. Helping out in Monster Hunter 4 and even taking lead composer role in 4G was Miwako Chinone. She was primarily in charge of the cuter feline songs for Monster Hunter 4 like the Meowster Hunters and the village theme for Hearth. But she also proved that she could do some amazing monster themes as well. She composed the theme songs for Nursilla, Zamtrios, and even Sadegios. After her involvement in Monster Hunter 4G, she went on to become the lead composer for Resident Evil 7. And finally, we have Deo Uratani. Uratani started contributing to Monster Hunter back in Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, lending his composing talents to a lot of the songs that sounded distinctly Asian. He was then used as lead composer for both Generations and Generations Ultimate. He did the catchy Gathering Hall theme song for Yukumo. For monsters, he's done Arzuros, Amatsu, Great Macau, Flavinus, Astalos, Mizutsune, Gameth, Valstrax, Bloodbath Diablos, Akarkos, and Atalka. Fun fact, he formed a two-man guitar band with Tadayoshi Makino, the other composer, called Black Lute, the same name as the hunting horn for Fatalis. He also loves working with the duo band Hide Hide, which play traditional Japanese instruments like the shakuhachi and shamisen. During the Iceborne concert, here is a fun sort of group picture of the three main composers for World and Iceborne, along with the original composer Koda. Monster Hunter World and Iceborne were led by Narita, but as equal part composer, he was joined by Komiyama and Makino. It's interesting how they broke it up, like Komiyama did the Ancient Forest, Narita did Wildspire Waste and Rotten Vale, and Makino did the Coral Highlands and Elder Recess. I don't have a picture, but the other composer that did Hoarfrost Reach was Akiyuki Morimoto. I just love the composers and what they bring to the series. Komiyama has great sweeping themes and dramatic, classic monster sounds like Devil Joe and Nergigante. Narita has a huge range, going from soothing village theme songs to themes like Basil and Namiel. Makino has such an epic medieval taste to his music. I just love the chorus and the guitar he uses. Suzuki's tunes have a real sense of adventure and wildness to them, and Uratani has some of my favorite melodies, and I love his use of instruments to help convey theme. The beauty of Monster Hunter music is that it's not just one composer, but a combination of their efforts that make it magical. Despite not really working together with their music during composition, they all manage to channel the same vibe, and the music just fits perfectly together. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learning about the composers of Monster Hunter music. Let me know down in the comments below any special thoughts or memories that you have with the music for this series. Hope you guys are staying safe, and until next time, happy hunting.